Hey folks, Chuck Howard back with you with this week's edition of Monkey TV, the weekly video newsletter of Sauce Monkey Spirits. If this is the first time you're hearing of Sauce Monkey Spirits, we're the newest, hippest, coolest, and cleanest ABC liquor store in all of York County, maybe Lancaster County, and I know for sure in Mecklenburg County. And we're real easy to get to, especially for folks all around the area. We're just a mile across the border from North Carolina, right? If you're in Pineville or Charlotte, come on down and visit us. And also, what folks are loving about our store is you don't have to mess with the traffic over at Carowinds or over on the state line, especially this time of year and with more and more people moving in. You want ease, you've been working hard, come on in, get your booze, get out. And plus, you know what? We're nice here. We're going to speak to you. Might even ask you a little bit about your family. So give us a try if you haven't tried us yet. Again, we're right behind the Harris Teeter in the Springfield Town Center, intersection of Highway 21 and Springfield Parkway. All right, here's what's happening this week at the Sauce Monkey. Let's call it our Bourbon Bonanza. A lot of folks have been raving about our bourbon selection since we opened way back in February. Well, it continues to expand, and this week, check out what we've got coming in. All right, if you can read that, I think you can. Elijah Craig Barrel Pick is the first one I want to talk about. Our friends at RNDC Distributing, one of our top distributors, they sent their bourbon experts from all across the country to Elijah Craig to figure out and taste a bunch of barrels, and they picked one that they thought was the best. So I've got Elijah Craig Barrel Pick. That's coming in on Friday. Also, the Willett family, known for their great bourbons, and these are hard to get as well. I've had them in before, but I got my hands on a few more. Rowan's Creek and Noah's Mill will be in on Thursday. By the way, the Elijah Craig will be in on Friday. And the Smooth Ambler, one of my best-selling bourbons, they have released a single barrel. A lot of their stuff to this date they've been blends. Now they finally have released their single barrel. So that's what's coming in this week. So if you want to get your hands on some new stuff you haven't tried maybe yet, come on down and pick some of that stuff up. All right, speaking of new and speaking of bourbons, we got a lot of Yankees down here, right? Me included, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, there's a really neat distillery located in Honey Eye Falls, New York, near Rochester, and they're releasing some really good stuff. And I brought in some bottles for y'all to try as well. I tried it, and it's good. The first thing I want to talk about is a Red Saw Bourbon. Really good, easy on the palate. Think you may want to give it a try. So come on down, Red Saw Bourbon. They've also got a very popular rye that's getting a lot of talk across the entire country. It's Griston Saw, and it's called their Empire Rye. So it's really a dominant rye whiskey. So you rye folks out there, maybe you want to give this a try. The Griston Saw out of Honey Eye Falls Distillery. And while I'm speaking about those folks at the Honey Eye Falls Distillery, they've released a really easy on the palate, a really refreshing gin. I tried it. It's good. A lot of you gin folks are always looking for something new to try. It's called Flower City Gin, named after Rochester, New York. They call Rochester the Flower City. So a couple of items that we've got in that are new that you may want to give a try. And while I'm speaking of gin, you gin aficionados know that Hendrick's gin is some of the best out there, but it certainly isn't cheap. But I tell you what, I bought a ton of Hendrick's gin because our customers are very discerning that is. And this Hendrick's gin a week ago when you came in was $77 for a half gallon. It's now just $71 for a half gallon of Hendrick's gin. This ain't gonna last long, so come on down and get you some, you gin freaks. Something else I want to talk about. This is for you rum freaks out there. And this, I'm hard to believe, it's still hard for me to believe that my distributors did this. Got a bottle of 10-year Bacardi rum, a bottle of 8-year Bacardi rum. Ordinarily, just those two bottles on their own, if you bought them together, would be $50. All right? But look what they've done. They've packaged those in a cigar humidor, not just a little cheapo one. This thing is heavy. It's nice. You can see it's got everything you need for a cigar humidor. Very good quality, and got the Reserva on there. So if you're looking for an early Christmas gift or a birthday gift, I don't know, or just a humidor and some rum. Come down and get this $51.99. You're basically getting a humidor for free. So give that a try. All right, Panthers are home this week. Got some more college football. As always, Dixie Vodka on special. You can't get Dixie Vodka at Frugal McDougal. You can get it here at Sauce Monkey Spirits. It's our #1 seller. Folks are coming in and giving it a try, and they're sticking with it. It's cheaper than Tito's, tastes just like Tito's. So come on down, give Dixie a try. $25.99 is all it is for a half gallon. And these mini bottles of Dixie, they're flying out of here. Get 10 Dixie mini bottles for just $9. So good tailgate ideas. And the beauty of this weekend is it's finally going to cool down. I know it's been hot, but it's time to get out on our porches and celebrate the arrival of fall. Want to also add, stay tuned for next week for our video release and our newsletter, because got a major announcement that involves Sauce Monkey Spirits and Conviction Bourbon and the folks at Southern Grace Distillery. It's going to be a blast. And speaking of Conviction Bourbon, put this on your calendar. We had a car show, you may remember, a couple of months ago. Huge success. We had almost 40 cars. November 2nd, we're going to do an end-of-the-year car show and another Conviction Bourbon tasting. So November 2nd, put that on your calendar. But again, another announcement aside from the car show coming up on Monday. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Monkey TV. Come on down and see us. Again, Sauce Monkey Spirits. We're located right behind the Harris Teeter in the Springfield Town Center. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching.